Rise and shine, beloved great grand rising. Come on in, come on in. Happy 18th day. Come on in, beloved. Let me just, you know what I have to do first. I'm going to put up a greeting over there on the Facebook comments to get our comment section going. And then we're going to activate the success mind and we're going to flow from there, all right? So, with that being said, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let me see where we are. Okay, we're here. Let me put a happy 18th day and we'll be ready to go. I can't do this until I start the live, y'all, so I apologize. 18th day. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we are. So let's prepare our hearts and mind to activate the success mind. All right, with that being said, take a good healing deep breath in and exhale. Relax fully. Relax completely. From the crown of the head, pulling those eyes down. Relax the tongue and the mouth. Pull those shoulders down from the ear. Yes. And breathe again. Exhale. Turning the focus inward to the rich inner life, the kingdom of God that is within. Tapping into infinite power, infinite support today. Let's tap into infinite support from our divine guidance system, the inner wealth, inner abundance, inner success. We tap in and we activate the IGS, the inner guidance system. Turn that focus inward. Breathe. Breathe. Relax deeper. Fully knowing I have a host of everything I need. Whenever I need it, I am fully equipped. Come on, let's do this prayer formation today. I have a host of everything I need whenever I need it because the greater one lives in me. And you remember the sacred text, greater is he that lives in me than he that lives in the world, right? Greater is this power, the force, the source, the infinite power that dwells in me than anything that's operating in 3D. I have everything I need whenever I need it. That is a loose definition of I am that I am. All right? Breathe again, beloved, and exhale. Here we are, day number 18. Happy 18th day. We are tracking these days in early morning empowerment, first word gathering. We're tracking because we want to make sure that we stay awake. So what I want to do today, the 18th day comes out to be a number 9, right? So I guess universally today would be 10, 14, and then 19, a number 1 day. All right, universally. But I just did that loosely in my head. I'll check again to make sure it's correct. But what we want to do today on this Saturday, we want to honor and reverence all the energy that is present on Saturday. It's Saturday here where we are in the U.S., in the Northern Hemisphere. And we want to honor and reverence the discipline and respect, the order, the organization that comes with Saturday. Not only that, just in a loose sense, it is the closing or, the ending of the week, depending on which calendar you're following, right? We're here. We are here, we're here, we're here. And we want to give honor and respect. And what we want to do on this 18th day, the 1 and the 8 that comes out to be the number 9, we're just going to focus there with what's lining up for the year. and we want to bring the week to a close. We want to bring the week to a close. We want to assess what went well this week, what didn't go well, what we could do differently, and then we celebrate. What I want to encourage you today with is this. It doesn't matter whatever transpired during the week. And we're looking from last Saturday to this Saturday. So basically, we're coming all the way 7 days through this entire week. What the ego mind tends to do is fixate, and snap in like a magnet on what did not work well, what you didn't do, what you didn't accomplish. The ego mind loves to focus on that and leave you feeling like you were a failure. But that's why we want to assess. And this is what I want to encourage you with. No matter what you didn't do, you didn't accomplish, you didn't make happen, I want you to celebrate the fact that you are still awake. By now, we just came through the third week of January, which we hit Blue Monday. This is the time for setback, struggle, depression. All of that tends to set in by the third week of January. But the word today is stay the course. Stay the course, because you can always reset. You can always return. You can always come back to a good point. And just to know that you are awake and that you are conscious is enough to support you in taking a teeny tiny step back on the right path. And that's the energy I want to release today. I want to release the grace for you to take one teeny tiny step. Another thing that happens, right? Number one, the ego mind always want to latch on to what appears to not have worked well, what it looks like you didn't do. And then the second thing, once it latches on to that, it wants you to begin to feel hopeless, like you just messed up. But the key to this is to look for the places, the little pieces where you got it right, because you didn't do everything wrong. You may have done one thing wrong, maybe two. I'll give it even three, but that's not everything over a 7-day period. You did some things right this week, and that's where we want to land. We want to celebrate. Yes, we want to take a look at, even as I'm doing, taking a look at what didn't work so well. And then I go deeper into, okay, I see this happen. Now I'm going to gently, somebody write in your notes, gently inquire what happened. What allowed me to not perform as I wanted to? What allowed that? Right? And so when you look at that and you figure it out, then that goes into, well, how can I do something differently next week? Today, do something today. And my encouragement is always take one teeny tiny step, just one teeny tiny step that will put you back on track, that will put you back on the path that you desire to be on. So that is what we're activating right here at the top. We're looking at the 7 days. One, we're going to assess, and then we're going to celebrate. What worked well? What didn't work well? What can I do differently? And then celebrate all the success and the progress. Because, beloved, even coming to a conscious awareness of what didn't work well, how you got to that point, that's a place for celebration. Because that's a place of conscious awareness. So that you can make a choice to do it differently the next day, to do it differently the next time around. So with that being said, after we get through all of that, right, assessing, you want to begin to end this week strong and enter the new week empowered. This is how you want to approach every single week. End it strong by assessing and celebrating, and then start the next week empowered, because now you're armed with what you need to do. Again, even myself, using myself as I assessed and celebrate, I have equipped myself, right, and empowered myself to start the week strong, because now I have an intentional focus for the next week, which is what we want to talk about today. So in the email that I sent to the general community, you should have gotten it yesterday, right? I said your new best friend is intentional focus. Write that in your notes. Intentional focus, meaning that you are awake. Let me get a sip. Meaning that you are awake, you're conscious, you're full of hope and expectation, and you're going to focus. So when we did the tracking that we're doing about success, and this is what I wrote to the community, and we're just going to be stirring in this today and tomorrow. So yesterday when I sent the email out, right, we had like 15 days remaining. Or was it Thursday when I prepared it? So today we have about maybe 13 days remaining, if you're counting today. Beloved, that's enough time for you to get through the doorway. You know, in Greek and Roman mythology, this month of January, right, is named after the god Janus, the where we get our English word janitor, which was a guardian of doorways or entryways, corridors, right? You want to get through. You want to go ahead and bypass that guardian and get through and cross over. Some of you have done a beautiful job of setting the stage in November, December. And we started in this community September, October, right? At the head of the year, crossing over, getting yourself ready for what needs to be done. So we're in consecration, we're in purification, we're detoxing, right? Mental, emotional detoxing so that we can go. So with these days left, I encourage you to take the next several days and concentrate intentionally. I want to stop and breathe here because I'm taking this in for myself as well. You want that last word. You need to say it out loud and let the energy of it reverberate all through your cells. Concentrate intentionally. And remember, one little teeny tiny step at a time. One task at a time. Right? So in your brand new 2025 journal, I know we all have them, use the following journal prompt. And this is what I want you to consider for the next 7 days, even if you're starting today. Number one, what does success mean to you, both in a personal and spiritual sense? Right? We talked about that the last few days. What does success mean to you? Number two, begin by observing personal beliefs and ideas. This is so important. If you go to the website, IlonaSanders.com, there is a free resource called The Belief Audit. Go there, download it, and take your time over the next several days, even the next several months, and go through the belief audit, because you want to pay attention and observe your personal beliefs, your personal ideas about success, and set an intention to reshape or reprogram any limiting belief. That right there is what we're going to pull out, because that right there, beloved, is a tool, a technique, and a golden nugget that can transform your life. That alone, right there. And then number three, pay close attention and observe your thoughts throughout the day. And take note of the following, right? A, where do you notice negative or limiting beliefs as you're taking note and observing your thoughts? B, how do you talk to yourself when things don't go as planned? You got to start hearing the conversations that you're having with yourself when things don't go as planned. See? Write about any thoughts, fears, or self-doubt that comes up and try to notice patterns. Notice that if you do A, then B, C, D, E, F, and G is going to follow. That's a pattern. And A is the initiator. I went through that myself this month. I looked at a behavior that was A, that triggered B, C, D, E, F, and G. And when all of that is triggered, then you're in a place. You're in a place of maybe Susan, in a place of semi-consciousness, in a place of things getting past you. You're distracted. The beautiful part of this, beloved, the beautiful part is that you can always hit the reset button and you can always return to the best feeling place that you had. I remember sharing this, right? We're going to go deeper into this tomorrow, but I wanted to lay this foundation out. I remember, even sharing this with my students and even family members that, we are close and we talk and I mentor them, is that when all of these things are triggered and you see these patterns, everything is connected. You know the saying in the success community, how you do anything is how you do everything. Write that down. How you do anything is how you do everything. So you may feel like you're being lazy with the house, not cleaning up, not putting things back where they belong, just pretending like you don't see it. Beloved, if that's how you're operating there, you're operating like that in every area of your life. It doesn't matter if you're getting things done, if you're accomplishing things, that same attitude of skipping over, not paying attention, not putting all your energy in, is playing out in every area of your life, with your health, with your finances, with your careers, with your goals, with your relationships. It's going to play out across the board on everything. So we want to bring our hearts and our mind together. And again, today, I want to invite you guys, come and journey with me in 2025. In the Spiritual Success Community, we are currently kicking off our mastery curriculum. It's going to be amazing. There is the URL. Go to elonasanders.com/2025 SSL and go ahead and give yourself the gift of having some grand support this year, because you're going to need the support. The year is set up to bring patterns and habits and cycles to a close, creating new cycles, creating new wheels, as we talked about in my mentor program, right? Creating new wheels that's going to hold up your vehicle to carry you where you want to go, as well as just getting real clear, getting that clarity on what needs to be done. So I am so excited. Now we're going to be here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, right? For our Sunday morning First Word Gathering. The live gathering we do on Sundays will be at 10 a.m. on Sundays. We're going to finish out this early morning empowerment First Word Gathering the rest of this month. And I think this is the first time I'm going the full 31 days. But we're working on something. If we was in church, I'd tell you, turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, we're working on something, all right? Like this, comment on it, share it on your page, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your day. Bye now.